โอ้อื้อหือเฮ้ยมีเพื่อนมาหาด้วยเลย
มาหาแล้วมาหา
อันนี้
แล้ว
ก็มาเลยเนี่ย
อันนี้คือหมา
Technically, it's the end of the rainy season here in Prachuap Khirikan, Mueang Samao, but we've gotten a week long of really hardcore torrential rains, and then the land nearby is flooded. Here's a little stork, I guess, migratory bird there nearby, just a lot of fireflies eating all the insects. But anyway, yeah, we got a lot of rain in the recent week here, and a lot of the land adjacent to my land been flooded out, and some of my land has been flooded out, but I've got pretty good drainage except for the island here in the front, which is a work in progress. And so most of the water just drains into my little moats here, little canals here that'll eventually be fish farm. But yeah, no worries. This is the time of the year that the ground is really soft from all the excess water and drainage. But you can see here inside of my land, inside of my berms and moats, it's relatively dry, and so a lot of the water drains off into the aside from the canals in my land. It goes off and eventually empties out into the Gulf of Thailand, about 3-4 kilometers as far as the bird flies straight from here. But anyway, as you saw in the opening clip, we are digging a project here, a cistern, and actually flooded out. So we need to pump a lot of that excess water out of our digging hole, our pit. And I'm using this 12-volt Chinese-made pump. It's rated 20 watts, but as you'll see, it's drawing a bit more than that when we pump it out. So I'm using it in the context, or as the function, as a bilge pump. And as you can see, I am just hooking this up to some PVC pipes, half-inch fittings, and it goes directly into the pump. And it's got a little it's got a media guard there to keep, but it does jam up if you put too detailed mud or too much mud and sand. But I have it, like I said, detached here, so should be able to work it. And I'm just pumping it directly off grid DC here, and then I'm going to pump out the excess water here into my moats. And here's a butterfly that I caught while I was doing the pump. Ecology around this time of year around my land, especially with these moats, is really high. I mean, we get mosquito larvae, of course, but we get a lot of insects that eat the mosquito larvae before they become mosquitoes. So yeah, running the pump here, 12-volt DC system, and it works like a bilge pump. It works pretty good. It just passively pumps out the water, and it has a pretty good head that it can move water past, and I'm not moving it more than 3-4 meters. There's a local dog here that just meow. Taking a nap midday. Dogs here like to rest in the midday, with their furry coats. It gets pretty hot midday. And yeah, but it works, about an hour, 2 hours. It pumped out mostly, I would say, probably a good 1,500, 2,000 liters that was in there. And as you can see, it's drawing close to 3 amps here. So about 35, 40 watts, which is double what it's rated. But that's okay with me. I've got the energy. And it pumps really good. If there's no resistance, it'll just pump it, all day like that. And so, yeah, I need to pump out the water from the hole, the pit we're digging here, because that will be a cistern, but I need to waterproof it. I need I'm going to use concrete blocks, cement blocks. I'm going to reinforce it. Of course, I'm going to corrosion resistance it. Here's young Aries having fun with the projects, not only digging, but also just giving him a part and participation in the process. He enjoys it, being out on the land, being in nature, in the elements, electricity, water pumping, nature. It's good. Anybody who has a kid should get their kids out in there and not stuck to and glued to the computer technology screens all day. But yeah, system works good. Got the pit cleared out and able to dig more, and just gradually increase the size of this so I can start doing the masonry work for the actual cistern, and then of course the waterproofing and the structural reinforcement. So it is which I'll get into in a future video here. But I'm definitely studying all the proper engineering principles. I'm going to over-engineer it to the best of my ability and knowledge to ensure that the cistern lasts a lifetime and is not leaching and is not leaking anything, or not breaking down any of the components in the cement and the waterproofing and of course the interior structural steel. Yeah, we'll get to that in a future video, but just wanted to show you here this 12 volt DC 20 watt pump, which is actually drawing 30 to 40 watts. Works pretty good. And I actually ordered these pumps not for this purpose, but it works good as a bilge pump. But actually I'm going to be using them for aquaponics and other irrigation and farming, so I can utilize a lot of this water that we've harvested on the land. It's going into dry season, so water will be very valuable here. Alright, and to close this update, we've got a clip here of nearby Hua Hin Beach, which is a very popular resort destination, and it is pretty crowded here on a recent Sunday. And we just wanted to go check it out, about 80 kilometers away. And as you can see, this is a Prachuap typical sunset, which we get nearly every day, with the exception when it's stormy weather. But that's it, and hope you enjoyed. Catch up again soon. Bye.